Hi, I'm Penguin402, aka Taylor, and today I'm going to be talking about the One Tree Hill seasons. I'm going to be ranking them from worst to best. And by the way, this is my opinion. Your opinion may be different, but this is just my opinion. I actually own all 9 seasons on DVD. They're actually like right next to me. You can't see them, but I do have all 9 seasons, and this is my favorite TV show of all time. And when I mention to people on YouTube comments that I own all 9 seasons, they're so jealous. But they ask me how I got them, and I tell them like, well, my parents got me seasons 4 through 9, and then my sister had the first 3 seasons plus 4 and 5, but she kept 4 and 5, and she gave me the first two. And I don't know how she got a hold of the how they got a hold of them and how my sister got a hold of them, but they did. So yeah, this is my opinion. So if you have your own opinion, post them in the comments below. So starting off with my list, I'm going to go from worst to best, like the title says. Starting off with my least favorite season, and that is season one. Season one is probably my least favorite season because it's one of those seasons that it's not that it's like bad or anything, it takes a while to get into. And it's not as great as some of the later seasons, and it takes a while to just get into it. And if I'm telling someone to like get into One Tree Hill, yeah, you should definitely watch a little bit of season one, but then go to like the other seasons, and you'll see the difference. So yeah, but I do like season one, but not as much as the other seasons. So yeah, season one, yeah. So and this is kind of all worn out. You can see right there, because it was my sister's. Uh, yeah. So thank you to my sister for giving me this. Next one is and you're probably thinking I'm gonna go in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I'm. This is just my order how I ranked them. Next one is season two. Season two is like season one. It kind of drags on. It's kind of hard to get into a little bit, and it's not that it's bad or anything. None of these seasons are bad. It's just not as great. But I do like Lucas's hair, and right there, I do love his hair. I love Chad Michael Murray's hair. I love his hair. Same way with Bethany Joy Lenz, who I share a birthday with, by the way. So yeah, I love his hair, and yeah, it's just not my favorite season. And yeah, so I don't know what to say about these two. They're 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 unforgettable, but they're also forgettable, if that makes sense. Next one, I actually will go down in detail why I do not like this season. And you think like, okay, she doesn't like the season, it has to be her least favorite. No, I put at as one of my least favorites, not my least favorite, because because I feel like season one and two are the ones take that really drag on. But this one, I have a reason. I have a full on reason, and that's season 5. I hate season 5 just as much as I hate seasons 1 and 2. And the reason why I hate season 5, and this is a spoiler alert if you haven't seen season 5, but Lucas, right there, he does not get with Peyton in season 5, and I'm a Leighton fan. Over Brucus. I do not like Brooke and Lucas together, and the reason why is because he caused her to have trust issues, and because he would always cheat on her with Peyton and always go back to Peyton, which caused Brooke to have trust issues. So that's why I don't like them together. And yeah, I feel like she's better with Julian. So yeah, I do not like season 5 because of that, and also because of Lindsay. I hate Lindsay. The lady who plays Lindsay, Michaela McManus, I think is her name. I hate Lindsay so much that I don't even like the actress who plays her. And then the lady who plays Nanny Carey, I don't know what her name is. I shouldn't know her name, but she's on Chicago Med. She plays Nanny Carey. I hate Nanny Carey, and yeah, and also Nathan and Haley almost like got a divorce in this movie. I mean, in the season, and that's the reason why I hate it. I love Nathan and Haley, so that kind of really made me mad. And yeah, I could go on and on why I hate season 5. Yeah. I mean, I liked that they did the time jump because in season 4 they were going off to. In season 4 they graduated from high school, and like they were all going in different directions, and like it'd be different if they all went to the same college, all went to the same city or whatnot, but they didn't. They all went different directions, so that's why. That's why you needed that time jump. And I will say that Jackson Brundage, who plays Jamie Scott, is adorable in season 5. Next one is a season that it's a little bit higher on this list, but the reason why it's a little bit higher is because of one person on here, and that is season 7 with uh, right here Robert Buckley, who is amazing. And I like season 7, but it's not my favorite. And the reason why it's not my favorite is because it kind of they were trying to figure out how to do season 7 without Peyton and Lucas. And I think they did a great job. It's just it was kind of weird, and also I didn't like Renee. Renee, I wanted to just like go in there and slap Renee, and I'm so glad that Haley did it. That was like one of those like hallelujah moments, like yes moments that I was like so excited and happy about when she did that. And it just was kind of I get like season 7 and my next one, which is season 8. I get these two like kind of mixed up. I'm like, did this happen or did this happen? What makes me kind of figure out which one's season 7, which one's season 8 is this season finale of season 7. Season 7's finale is the reason why I can tell you which one was season 7 and which one's season 8. Because of what happens. And I did, yeah, so I like season 8 just a little bit more because there was a little bit more drama and just a little bit more awesomeness. And spoiler alert, Brooke almost dies. And while that is sad that she almost dies, she sacrificed herself for Jamie. So, yeah. And that's what I loved about it. And I also like the fact that uh, Julian, Nathan, and Clay, like, basically told the guy who almost killed Brooke and Jamie, uh, basically told him off, and uh, and uh, Clay basically like speared him into the water, into this like lake area and off the bridge, and then uh Julian puts the dude's face, it was August Kellerman's son, into the mud or whatnot, and into the water. So yeah, and then Nathan punches him, and that was like a gratifying moment. And yeah, I think because I'm blind by my love for Robert Buckley, but I don't care. Next season is one that I like, but it's not. It's in my top 4, and evidently enough, it's season 4. So I like season 4 because they graduate high school for one. 2, spoiler, they win the they win the state championship. So that's awesome. And so much happens, and on the back, I don't know if you can see it very well, but on the back, right there where my finger was, there was an episode where uh something about labels and people labeling you. And Chase, he has a great quote on that. He says like, there are people in life are going to label you, but it's how you overcome those labels. And it's so true. Like, so many people in your life label you, and it's how you're able to overcome those labels. So I love season 4. It's awesome. And yes, a lot happens in season 4. That's amazing. And Nathan and Haley give birth to Jamie, and well, Haley gives birth to Jamie, but yeah. So you say more on that. Next one is season 9. I evidently enough, not a whole lot of fans like season 9. I liked season 9. The only issue that I had with season 9 was how short it was. Season 9, there's not very many episodes in season 9. They cut it in half because it's the final season, and I hate when networks do that because, like, we didn't get a whole complete season. And I know some people had issues with Nathan being kidnapped, but I actually liked it. I thought it was, like, really cool and dark and awesome. And so, yeah, season 9 is awesome. And I have to go back to season 4 really quick because there's one of my favorite scenes happens in season 4. It's when, it's like right after, they win the state championship. And I think it was in season 4 when they win the state championship, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they won the state championship in season 4. And right after that, Haley gets run over by Dante, the loan shark, and he and Nathan goes and punches the guy out, punches him out, and supposedly kills him, but not really. He was already dead. And Dan takes a fall for it, and something that happens in season 3, which I'll talk about in a minute, a character comes back, and it's a super creepy scene. It involves Dan and Keith. Go look up Dan. Go look up One Tree Hill, Keith in prison, and you'll find it. And it's super creepy, but I love it. Love it. That's why I like season 9, because it's like a little dark and creepy, and I love dark and creepy things. And also, I love the fact that uh, Dan comes and saves uh, uh, Nathan, and Lucas comes back, which is awesome. Peyton doesn't come back, but Lucas does, so that makes me happy. And also, the other thing, there's a scene, it's like one of the last, like next to the last episode or something like that. It's called Danny Boy, and it's where Dan, like, about to die, and Jamie comes in and he's like, I don't want you to die. And before then, like, uh Dan was talking about holding Lydia, and he's like, too bad she'll never get to know me. And I cry every single time I see that entire scene, and I love that scene. So, yeah. Next one is season 3. So, I have to give it to season 3 because without season 3, the show wouldn't have been as great as it was. Spoiler alert, Keith dies, and he dies because he's trying to save Jimmy. There's a school shooting episode, and Jimmy ends up killing himself, and then Dan ends up killing Keith. Well, Keith dies, and it's really sad. And because of Keith's death, and then finding out that it was Dan that did it, it made the show more exciting. And that's what I loved about season 3, is how exciting it got. And I also love the fact that they had on all the jerseys, on the Ravens jerseys, they had a patch that said KS for Keith Scott in honor of him. So I love that they did that. So, yeah. So, and I thought it was amazing. And I think it's in either season 3 or season 4 that they go to Honeygrove. They actually went to Honeygrove, Texas. It was in season 4. They went to Honeygrove, Texas, because that's where Mouth was, and they actually had a contest to have One Tree Hill come to your city, and Honeygrove, Texas won. And so, yeah. But I love season 3. I think season 3 is so great. And so happens in season 3, and yeah, it's really great. And also, this term brooking yourself came into fruition, and one of the most hilarious scenes involves Bevan saying that she brooks herself all the time, which is amazing. Yeah. If you don't know what brooking yourself is, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Go and look it up yourself. Finally, my all-time favorite One Tree Hill season, and this was the first One Tree Hill DVD I ever got, And this one was one that really got me into One Tree Hill. I mean, I was into it in season 3 and season 4, but and a little bit in season 5, but season 6. Season 6, I don't care what anyone says. Season 6 is my all-time favorite season. A character named Quentin, spoiler alert, dies within like the first few episodes, and I cried. My mom watched it with me. We both cried. I still go back and watch that episode and I cry. And so much stuff happened in season 6, and I mean, Peyton almost dies giving birth to her and Lucas's child, and then they ride off into like the sunset and leave the show, and it had like the perfect like series finale ending, but it wasn't the series finale. So yeah, and Peyton and Lucas got back together and they got married, so that was great. So yeah, season 6 is amazing, and there is one episode that I hate in season 6, and it's the one where they go back in time, and yeah, and it's like 1920s or whatnot. It's actually this scene right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. Yeah, it's that one. I hated that episode, but there's an episode where Jamie, and it's called Things Mama Don't Know, and it's where Jamie and Andre's friend Andre, Quentin's brother, goes and visits Quentin's grave, and they don't tell Andre's mom that they're leaving, so they leave, and then Andre's mom shows up, and uh, she's like, Andre feels like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I just came to come see, I just wanted to come see Quentin and tell him to make sure that you're okay, make sure that he's okay, and tell him that uh, you're okay, so you won't be sad all the time, or something like that. And so it's awesome. And then the funeral of Quentin Fields has Sam talking and in a voiceover, because Haley's reading her paper, and she says, grief is like, and so in the essay or report or whatever it was, it says, Sam says, grief is like the ocean. It's deep, dark, and bigger than all of us. And pain is like a thief in the night. Quiet, persistent, diminished by time, faith, and love. And that's so true. That whole entire quote is so true, because grief is like the ocean. It's deep, dark, and bigger than all of us. And it really is. And sometimes grief can consume us, and it consumed Quentin's mom a little bit, but she got through it all, and yeah. So I always go back to season 6 because I love season 6 so much. It's the best season, One Tree Hill season of all time. I don't care what anyone says. Season 6, amazing. And then there's an episode where Peyton and Lucas decide to split the house in half, tape it off and put it in half, and I love that episode. So there's so many different episodes, and it's just so great. I love this episode. I love this series. Love this season. And yeah, if you ever get the chance, it might be on Hulu. You guys can go back and watch it on Hulu. I don't have that option because I have it all on DVD as I just showed you guys. So yeah. So post in the comments below what you would rank One Tree Hill seasons, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with that notification bell, because next week I'm going to be doing One Tree Hill not One Tree Hill, Glee season Glee, because I have all 9 seasons of Glee, and I'm also going to be the week after that I'm going to be doing TV shows that need to be rebooted, and so look out for that. And so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with that notification bell. Bye!